then after losing everything, I had nothing. The only way to go now, it's up. I ended up losing my house. My girlfriend left me and I had to move into a basement apartment.
Decided to go all in, commit, to remove all of the bad habits, fully focus on the business and give it your all. And how was it making those $27 million in 1 year?
Sometimes I had to pinch myself. I look at the money all the time. It's like, damn, this is crazy.
So what's the vision that you have? Is there like this end goal or something that you have?
I want to hit $10 million a month.
All right, what's up everyone and welcome to the podcast. Today here with the man himself, Philip Johansson. It's nice to have you here.
Thank you, man.
Thanks for taking the time, really appreciate it. And man, you have an insane story from $20,000 in debt to making over $27 million in 1 year. It was last year in 2023. How did you do it?
How I did it?
Yes. Where did you start? And how was it making those $27 million in 1 year?
Man, it's like, when I made all of that money, it was like, sometimes I had to pinch myself, right? Look at the money all the time. It's like, damn, this is crazy. Sometimes you had to pinch yourself, and sometimes it was like, it just started to roll so quickly with the momentum that it was like, you know, when you push a snowball up the mountain, right?
Yeah.
And then it gets bigger and bigger and harder, and then just when you tip it over, that's where success happens. And then it just rolls and gets bigger and bigger. And at the end, I was just running after it because I couldn't keep up anymore, right?
Yeah.
So that was how it pretty much felt. But where it all started, it's almost 5 years ago now.
5 years ago.
When I tried to make it happen, right? And it started back in Denmark and as a plumber. And I remember I lived in a small city called Slagelse back in Denmark. And then we had to drive to the big city, Copenhagen, every day because that was where everything was happening. So I was driving in traffic around 1 hour. And then there was traffic jams every day. So there was around 2 to 3 hours every single day in traffic jams. And I remember I was just sitting there in traffic jams every day. And I was like, this can't be it. I was like 27 years old. And I said, do I have to do this for the rest of my life? To make a lousy salary? To work for all of the people that drove the big Mercedes AMG and the BMW, the Porsches, the Ferraris and stuff like that. And I could barely afford a BMW 4 Series, right? At least with my salary, working 10 hours a day and sitting in traffic jams. And to be honest, man, when I was sitting there, it just drove me, I got angry and depressed, frustrated, because I knew there was some kind of way to make more money, but I didn't know what it was. And that actually led me to hanging with the wrong people, do a lot of drugs, steroids, and a lot of parties and alcohol, all those three things combined. And it actually got so bad, so I ended in the hospital. And the doctor told me my kidney number was higher than a cancer patient. And I didn't care. I went out, took more drugs, more steroids, more party, right? Until my family kind of slapped me in the face and said, Philip, what the F are you doing? Can you see all of these people getting sad if you die from an early age? And seeing my mom cry like that changed everything for me. What they did right there, they probably saved me from dying at a pretty early age. So for that they did right there, I wanted to give them everything. I wanted to help them. I wanted to help my mom. She was also struggling financially. My dad, also his business was failing as well, so I wanted to help them. So I went on Google how to make money online.
That's right? What everybody does.
Everybody. And I saw all of the people in Dubai, all of the kids driving Lambos and you name it. And I was like, damn, I want some of that, right? And I bought everything, man. I bought everything. I jumped in with both legs. I bought everything. I tried flipping sneakers on eBay, Amazon, FBA, drop shipping, e-commerce. I even tried to sell some eyelashes as a plumber. And I remember I called my bank. I need to start a business. But what are you selling? Eyelashes. He said, from a plumber to selling eyelashes. How does that work? I don't have time to explain. I need the bank account right now. Right? And I ended up losing $20,000 in this journey of becoming successful. And I ended up losing my house. I had to sell my car because I bought courses and mentorship all the time. My girlfriend left me, and I had to move into a basement apartment.
Yeah.
I had nothing. I was $20,000 in debt. I was living in a basement apartment as 27 years old. The only thing I had was a bed, a computer, and an internet connection. That's it. And I remember I was sitting there on the corner of the bed, down in the basement. There was no windows, no nothing. There was no higher than this to the ceiling. Right? And I remember I was thinking, if my mom and dad sees me right now, right, they will be embarrassed of what I have done with my life. And then I pretty much had two choices. I could either blame everybody else for the situation I were in, or take full responsibility and be like, I bought the programs. I didn't know what I was doing. I wasn't focused. I wasn't going all in. Right? I was still kind of doing drugs and kind of hanging with the wrong people. And then I kind of wanted to make some money, right? But then after losing everything and had nothing anymore, then I decided, okay, it's my fault. I have to go all in to make this work here.
Yeah.
Right? Like, go all in now. Fuck the friends, excuse my language. Fuck all of the friends, right? Forget the parties. Forget about driving around for 4 hours a day and smoking weed and shit like that, right? I need to work on this thing here. It has to work this time.
Yeah.
But I had no more money at that time. I had no more money. I was sold all of my designer clothes back then just to buy mentorship, right? So I went to my mom. I remember I went to my mom and said, Mom, I found this new guy here on a YouTube ad. And I think this is it, right? But Mom, can I lend $1,500 to buy the mentorship? Philip, are you sure? Right? Mom, if you lend me this money here, I guarantee you I will pay you back 1,000 times. I promise this time it's gonna work. What is different, Philip? I'm different. I'm gonna make it happen this time.
Yeah.
And she agreed. She lended me the money. I bought the mentorship. I went all in. I was just honing in on this one thing here. I didn't care what everybody else was doing, just this one thing. And I went on and made $9,300 in 30 days from that basement apartment on to $233,000 in 6 months.
Wow.
Within 2 years, I made my first 7 figures online. And then 2.5 years, I made $25 million.
In a single year. Yeah.
Yes.
Which is insane. Now, you mentioned earlier there was this changing point where at the beginning you tried a lot of different things, a lot of different business models, but then something clicked and you decided to go all in. What was it that clicked? You said thinking about your mom?
Yeah, it was also the embarrassment.
Yeah.
Right? And what if people remember my name, Philip, and if people are asking my mom or my dad, what is Philip doing? He's living in a basement.
Yeah.
Right? It was like, I can't do that to my family or my family name.
Yeah.
Right? So that was probably it. And
then
then after losing everything, I had nothing.
Yeah.
Right? The only way to go now, it's up, kind of.
Yeah.
Right?
And then you decided to go all in, commit, to remove all of the bad habits, fully focus on the business and give it your all.
Yes.
Yeah.
And so I pretty much cut out all of my friends, because the friends I thought I had, they only wanted to drink, smoke, take drugs, party, ladies, all of that, right? And talk shit about other people. That's pretty much what we did every time, every day, right? So I cut out all of those people, and I was left with 1 or 2 friends out of 27, right? And then I remember I stopped watching TV as well. I stopped watching it because I started watching YouTube videos.
Yeah.
On Grant Cardone, Tony Robbins, all of these successful people you see all over social media, right? And I was listening to them. I was listening to their podcast. So when I was stuck in traffic, right, then I had a podcast in with Grant Cardone or Tony Robbins or some kind of motivation. And I just fed my brain with positivity and the right mindset. And I remember at 27 years old, I bought my first book. I spent my own money on a book, right? And that was Expert Secrets from Russell Brunson. That was the first book I ever bought. And then I started reading that. And then when my friends called me, hey, Philip, meet us there and let's take some cocaine. No, stop it. Stop calling me if you want to take cocaine. You can call me if you want to hang out and actually talk. Right? But no parties, no nothing. Philip, you changed. Yeah, motherfucker. I don't want to be in this life for the rest of my life. I don't want to be a loser. Right? I want to do something.